So I thought I'd have another go at doing a live broadcast because the last one was quite shit and the signal kept on cutting out. I did this weird thing. So, God, it looks so bad. It's like I'm completely bald and all my skin's like hanging off my face. Look at that, it's awful. Yes, I kept doing this thing where it's cutting out. Not very good. But, yeah, just sat here. I've been here since I left Connor's house on New Year's Day and I checked into a hostel in Bristol called the Bristol Wing, which is the YMCA. And I stayed there for 2 weeks. And then I came here a couple of days ago, which has been alright. Everyone's been pretty cool. And it's actually quite cheap. It's only like 14 or 15 quid a night. And you get a free breakfast, which isn't so bad. And most of the people are pretty friendly. The facilities are pretty good. They've got some desk space, which I'm going to be using, hopefully, to try and contact the NHS and find out why it is they were keeping people prisoner on a ward for ages and violently raping them, and why it is I was unlawfully detained for several months, why it is my brother was held and violently gang raped on site with several other young women, and why it is that a doctor with no qualifications called Dr. Brodie Macleod. All of this information is available in the Google Drive link, which I've tried to share with everybody. I got sent to hospital because a bent copper came round twice to my house on the 19th and 20th of March with a letter that was a forgery, and then he came again on the 6th and on the 8th of May, and on the 9th of May I just missed him. And yeah, he disabled my CCTV and got two guys to come and mow the lawn outside because he was intending to do something bad. I can't prove that, but it's just one of those things that you sort of know is true. But I came to the BRI after being in hospital for ages, and I gave them all the evidence, and they realised that it was totally fucking spot on. And then they shit themselves and said I had to go because they realised that if they reported it, then everyone at NHS Devon Partnership Trust would go to prison for like about 20 years. And that's the same for the BRI. There was some pretty fucked up shit that went on there. People being held prisoner. It's basically terrorism. Like if SO19 soccer and the NCA, like if you told them that there was a government building that had been taken over and people were being held prisoner and they were being forcibly drugged, starved, raped, sat there covered in semen, screaming and in pain, then like really they should send in a whole bunch of guys with MP5s and just slot the cunts and wrap the whole building in a polythene bubble. But the reason they didn't do that is because the police and the NHS are all involved, which is really shit, especially for me, who's had like about 45 attempts on my life in the last 12 months, and my little brother, who has had, I think, quite a few trips to the BRI, and yeah, we tried to phone the police the other night, and they just basically, I tried to give them a hard drive with like evidence of multi-billion-pound fraud and like several murders and abductions, and yeah, they just fucking sacked it off and tried to say I had no proof, which is shit. They've just got like an army of fucking orcs that just follow me around everywhere with their mobile phones, like holding them really, really obviously. Quite often they'll do it like when they'll put like a block colour background in so they can Photoshop it. Just sounds like bullshit, but if you could see it, if someone followed my CCTV like footprint for the last few months, or even just like the last week, you would see that like everywhere I go, there's people just holding their mobile phone like really, really awkwardly. Like I've got another phone here, so like they'll be like holding their phone in front of their face, sat there like this, just like I'm just watching YouTube, and I'll be stood like over there, and they'll be holding their phone like this, just like, yeah, this is just how I hold my phone, and I'm stood right there, and like literally every single cunt I walk down the high street and there's just some fucking mug walking down the street just holding his phone like constantly like this. Just sounds like complete paranoid conjecture and bullshit, but there's like a liturgy of evidence, like probably more evidence of crime than the police have ever had, like on the hard drive I tried to give them, but they weren't interested. But Connor's really, 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 he sounded all right. when I spoke to him last time, but he really could do with speaking to some people, and I could as well, but most of the human beings that I know are fucking spineless, pitiful scum. I'm not saying that I'm not. I certainly look like that right now. I'm probably about the least healthy that I've been ever. If I get some sunshine and eat a few salads and do a bit of a workout, I'll be all right, but maybe get a shave and a haircut. I don't know, I sort of like the beard. I don't think anyone else does. I don't think anyone else likes my face. I think they'd probably just rather just shoot it off. But yeah, look at some more sex ladies in the paper though. Look, Sunday paper. Don't see this very often. What have we got? This lady, Jazz has a sexy secret apparently. And look, so many carpet tiles. There is just SCS carpet tiles, £9.49. You can't go wrong with that many carpet tiles. This man saved his life. That's pretty good for him. These two look all right. That's a sweet couple. I saw a very sweet couple in Bristol a minute ago. Spare change challenge, half price something, fucking football. This lady, Salma Hayek. See, I think she's kind of good because she's sort of not classically pretty, but like she has that kind of like a passion fruit sort of thing. I don't know. That's kind of like a good. She's very good at what she does. It has to be said. A fucking football. Who reads this shit? Like who? It's just not mind-numbingly boring. It's like this bit of a newspaper. It's kind of like eating a packet of cream crackers when you've just taken like 4 grams of cocaine and not slept all night. Like is it not just the most mind-numbingly boring bit? Look, it's just shit. Every bit of it. Like even if you like football, it's just so boring. It's just like even like visually, aesthetically. Like, how can that be intellectually like I think if it was a meal, it wouldn't even be cream crackers. I think it would just be like lard. It would be like a lard sandwich. Horoscope. There we go. Look, what's my horoscope? Cancer. My birthday's on June the 28th. My address is 12 Market Close, Buckfastleigh. My national insurance number is JGDA and November 981371D Delta. And yeah, my name's Brodie Macleod. I'm definitely alive. If someone's tried to register me as dead, then I'm definitely not dead. And my horoscope, my future's looking bright. In fact, it says, those hopes you keep hidden away are ready to be shared and the process of change can begin. There's a lightness about being honest to the world and also with yourself. A compromised moon resolves work and home issues, putting pride back in its place. Single, double R initials will identify a love contender. I don't think I've got any love contender. Have you seen my skin? It's absolutely awful. It's like I'm wearing a mask over my face and like I'm just really tired and shit. I'm not really sure if I'm supposed to be going live, but I think it's alright. I think it's okay. I'm going to try and get an early night and do a little bit of paperwork. Try and get some more contact with my little brother. And yeah, maybe try and be nice. I think some of the people in here look pretty stressed out. Like everyone here is really lovely. Like most of the people are like Spanish and French and Italian, but a few of them like look like they're having a really hard time. Like they're kind of like really, like they look really like disturbed and worried and depressed, and I don't really know how to help them. Like I don't know. There's nothing I can do, and it's probably almost certainly directly related to my circumstances. But like, there's no one I can really call. I'm opposite the police station, but if I went to the police station with the evidence that I've got, they would be like, oh yeah, all of Devon and Cornwall police are totally involved in a series of violent rapes and abductions, and they should probably all be tried at The Hague for war crimes, and so should the NHS, and that's just not going to happen, you know. But I will try. Because my little brother's a really nice guy, and if I had a job and plenty of salad and a little bit of money, then I could be a great asset to the community and society. But unfortunately, at the moment, I'm just being oppressed by loads of. They're literally like orcs. It's like you walk down the high street and there's this people. This is going to sound really, really fucked up, but it's like there's people filming me with their phones all the time, and they're doing this to try and capture footage to be used to falsely place me at the scene of crimes. Now, that just sounds like the most bullshit, paranoid, schizophrenic bullshit, but it's one of those things. It's kind of like, you know, there are some things which, you know, sometimes truth is stranger than fiction, and it is literally like it's like, yeah, like a sort of a shit, fucking wanky version of like a proto-Brodo Jesus kind of like Icarus, Prometheus, horse twat. Like literally they are like orcs. It's like fucking gormless meandering hordes just working for some seething fucking insidious fucking flesh cunt that's like getting them all to do it. I just hate it. Fish bash bosh. Fish bash bosh. That is fucking prime ecclesiastical journalism. What a fucking result. Shall I try and do a bit of acting? I can't really see my, I don't know if I had my selfie stick, I could probably like do my hair and actually make myself look alright. Where are we, 10 minutes? No one's going to watch. I could get my tits out. Should I get my tits out? Do you reckon I'd get more views if I like showed everyone? So I could do that. I could do that in a minute. If I just take my shirt off and like oil myself up and then put that online and just like, or put some cream on or something. I don't know, I'm not really attractive at all anymore. My hair looks like straw. I look like a sort of like a balding moon face cunt. And I've still got my meth teeth, you see, so I can't really smile anymore. I used to have a great smile. I got teeth like some sort of fucking dinosaur or something, but I just look like a fucking complete crackhead now, so fortunately I can't do that. I'm making sure I don't film. There's a couple of people here sleeping in bunk beds, and I'm making sure I don't film them because that'd be very rude, because it's an invasion of their privacy, but I shouldn't really be going live for too much longer. Connor, if you watch this, please try and take it with a pinch of salt. I am really worried about you, mate, and hopefully that's because I'm a little bit paranoid, but unfortunately I'd really love it if anyone goes to see him, then you haven't got anything to lose. And if you want to go to the hospital and just find out if he's been admitted to the BRI at any point in the last little while, or if anything else bad has happened to anybody, that'd be great. And if you don't, then don't. And if you want to come and see me, probably you'll get to the front desk and they'll say that I'm not here. I'm pretty sure they did that at Haytor Ward when I was unfortunately there, and also at the BRI. And also in Bath, and also at this hostel, and I've stayed at the Bath Backpackers, I've stayed at Belushi's in Bath, I've stayed also at the YMCA, and I'm pretty sure every time someone tries to ring me they just say I'm not here. I don't know why that is, but I just get the impression that that's the case. I'm going to stop this live broadcast because I look like a fucking dweeb. I reckon if I've got a selfie stick, I could make it I could do it so I don't look quite as bad. If I got some moisturiser on my face and something, it's just awful. I just look fucking terrible. It's like, mate, look at it. I run out of moisturiser. I'm just using this cheap shower gel, and I haven't eaten properly in fucking 3 weeks, and I'm terrified every day. And I don't want to put anyone on the fucking neck if I can really avoid it. But all I see is just people with no fucking honour and no integrity. And to be fair, I'm too stupid to know what to do half the time. And the other half of the time, I'm too much of a genius to fucking fall for something that's a trick, which kind of leaves us both halfway up the fucking Khyber without a paddle. But yeah, I'll try and make a better video in a minute that won't be 30 minutes and 3 seconds.